Thank you, Chair. Jeremy Corbyn, Member of Parliament for Islington North. Last year, we were told that there would be no military action against Iraq without a specific second UN resolution. There was no resolution. The anti-war campaign mobilised over 1 million people in Hyde Park on February the 15th. We were told after that there were weapons of mass destruction, a real, present and credible threat from Iraq. MPs were told that and persuaded, in many cases very reluctantly, to vote on March the 18th to go to war. We went to war. Maybe 10,000 Iraqis have died as a result of that war. Several hundred American and British soldiers have died. Iraqi children are dying from unexploded cluster bombs, and the effects of depleted uranium from the last Gulf War and this Gulf War are going to be there for generations to come. And the American-led administration is now proposing the privatisation of resources. It's handing out contracts to Bechtel and Halliburton, all companies that supported George Bush's election campaign. Seems to me there's a handover of resources. There is a handover of resources and the privatisation and the payment of debts incurred by Saddam Hussein, in some cases, to buy arms that were used to kill the Kurdish people and other people. Are we going to be a party to subsidising the arms dealers that supplied Saddam Hussein, that killed his own people? I think we need to think very seriously about what we have done here and what we're intending to do. The war, it is said, was to be a war for liberation. There is a great deal of chaos in Iraq at the present time. And if our influence over the US administration is so big and so great, how come that British nationals held in Guantanamo Bay cannot even be returned to this country to face charges if charges are to be put against them? Now, as Anne Clwyd kindly pointed out, I was one of those in 1988 who opposed the arming of Iraq and the gassing of the Kurdish people. And the Kurdish people, along with other Iraqi people, have suffered because of the policies largely of Western interests that armed and funded the Iraqi regime for so long. What goes round comes round. So where we go from here, surely, is to at least accept there has to be some international legality about what is going on in Iraq. There isn't any. We're an occupying force that's allowing the privatisation of those resources. And so what I'd ask is that we question the strategy of our foreign policy. Why are we, a British Labour government with a very large parliamentary majority, a marvellous tradition of internationalism, so signed up to the ultra-right-wing George Bush Project for a New American Century agenda? Friends, this is not an issue that is going to go away. There are 150,000 foreign troops in Iraq. Putting more in to protect those that are there does not bring about safety or security. Setting a date for withdrawal, an independent government in Iraq, and supporting that legally is a way of bringing about peace and justice all around the world, not the chaos that is there at the present time. Thank you.